Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Because I am the worst, when I was filming the introduction for the video, it happened that I wasn't filming, so everything is gone. We are basically gonna make a 15 kilometers route from the south of Bishkek towards to most of the main touristic attractions that there are in the city. I can tell you that it was very beautiful, it was fun to do, lots of things to do and see, so let's go. Honestly, some areas look purely like Southeast Asia, some areas look like very Soviet. And I'm still yet to find some area that looks a little bit European, because I am pretty sure on the city center there should be a little bit more modern areas. So far on the south of the city, what I am seeing is a lot of establishment to, for example, repair the cars, or some phone stores, many places to do your nails, many sites in construction, and many areas is not only to fix cars, but like a lot of Spanish is called concesionario, many places to generally buy cars. Whatever is not stores, it seems like there are a few houses and a few big buildings. So I'm assuming this is much more of a residential area and probably a little bit cheaper than being on the city center. To be fair, this feels much more realistic than when you go to flashy neighborhoods. For sure, there's a lot of people who might feel a little bit more identified with richer areas. But the reality is that average person lives in this kind of neighborhood. And it's always very interesting, at least for me, to come first to this area to see how people actually live. You go to the standard places where people do tourism, you don't really get a full picture of what happens or how people live in here. To get a better understanding of the city, it is much better to start popping up in these areas, talk to local people and make your own judgment of the place. I've seen a couple of these places and I have no idea what it is. So I'm gonna give it a try to see what it is. Hello. One. Ona. Yes. Chetira. Yeah. Ooh, this is cold. Nice. All right, let's see what we got here. Ooh, this is cold and it's refreshing. I wasn't expecting this. Okay. I have no idea how to describe this. No, I don't find a flavor for this. Imagine it tastes for me a mix between coffee and Diet Coke. Yeah, it's kind of a... I know there's a candy that has this flavor. I just don't know which one I say. I mean, it's nice, and it cost... This was 16 som, which is basically... What, like 20 cents? If any of you knows the name of these things that they sell on the street, please write it down so I can properly make promotion to this drink that I haven't really is. You see guys, this is another one. As I told you before, there's multiple stands of this one through the city. And this is fantastic guys, because in summer this gets very hot, and it is actually very good to have something fresh to fight all the heat. Alright guys, the only thing I know for sure is we have to go north, and I have no idea how to do it. I'm feeling like a local, look at this. I don't know where I am going, let's have a sing together. I'm gonna have a quick second to look at Google Maps to see what's up. So if we continue this whole path next to the freeway or highway or way, we will end up arriving in Victory Square, which is the east side of the city center and apparently the beginning of the touristic route. Let's try to speed this up a little bit, because the idea is to arrive a little bit early so we can see everything with the sun, enjoy the city a little bit, perhaps have an ice cream later on. It's kind of exciting to see if like this touristic stuff is gonna be for me or not. In general, I'm not a person who likes a lot the touristic stuff, and I like to hang out a little bit more in areas that are more local or a little bit more nature, because I usually get a little bit overwhelmed with there's a lot of people there and many people taking photos and videos. A little bit ironic, right, since I'm the one with the camera all the time. Bishkek so far doesn't seem like a city that I am going to hate, because if everything is as green as it is, regardless if the touristic Opa. Regardless if most of the touristic stuff is not my favorite things of the city, I have a feeling that I will enjoy it anyway, just because it is very nice to hang out around parks. Some of the places have no traffic lights, so I'm just gonna follow the people to see how they are doing it. Alright guys, I think we are very close to the Victory Square. I'm not gonna get too much into details because basically what I'm gonna do is to Google all the information once we arrive to the places, but I'm gonna give you some information of the places that seems interesting in the moment that we get in. So if I am correct, this is finally... Hello my friend. Of Victory Square. Oh yeah, you can see the little thingy over there. Let me fast forward a little bit. There we go. Alright guys, look at this beautiful place. This apparently is dedicated to the victory over the Nazi Germany. Apparently it was created in 1985 on the occasion of the 40th anniversary of the end of the Second World War. This is so beautiful. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful place guys. Let's continue. After not finding the entrance for a little bit, I have just entered in something that generally I didn't think it was gonna be as impressive as it is. Welcome, I guess, to the Turkish Mosque of Bishkek. Wow, this is so beautiful. This is massive, for real. So apparently the construction of the mosque is starting in 2012 and it was inaugurated in 2018. So this is very new. So this is one of the several mosques founded by Turkish around the world. It has capacity to accommodate 30,000 worshippers. So it's one of the largest one in Central Asia. My God. Whoa. I'm not dressed for the occasion guys, so I don't want to be disrespectful and come in. So I'm just gonna enjoy it from the outside and perhaps in another moment I'll come in. Wow, wow, wow. But this is incredible. It's so big. So beautiful. Regardless of your belief system in what do you think happens up there, we really have to stop to admire most of the religious structures. Mosques, churches, architecture wise, this mosque is beautiful. It's incredible. I am really impressed guys. If you guys want to come to the Turkish Mosque, which is also known by the way as the Central Mosque, it is very close to the Victory Square, maybe 5 minutes walk. But now that we finished with this area, we're gonna start going west, which I think it is the pure city center. All right, but now we have done 11,100 steps, so basically 9.1 kilometers, and we are not even halfway. I'm just gonna do some abs when I'm home to build up this one beer pack that I have right here. We just made it to the Opera and Ballet Theater. Honestly, beautiful structure, and it's very convenient because we have over here the National Museum of Fine Arts. It is already almost 5:30 in the afternoon, so I don't think it's time for me to go for museums. So I'm gonna continue with the plan and I'm gonna keep going. I'm very impressed, and I'm saying this far too often, but it is entirely green, and this is the nicest thing that the city can have. Every walk is enjoyable. The more that I walk, the more that I like it. There's another huge park here. Let's have a look. Look at these gigantic trees. Oh my gosh. Here we are finally in the Revolution Militant Square. What? So many flowers. So many flowers. Sorry for saying it's early afternoon, but in Spain 5 o'clock is the time that you're basically leaving your house because of the heat. So I am assuming this is not busy yet because it's early afternoon for me. And today's a weekday. I don't remember if it's Wednesday or Thursday. It doesn't matter anymore because when you travel, every day feels like Saturday. I can see over there is a bigger park and there is shadow, so let's head there to see what's up. So we are making it right now to the biggest park of the city, which is called Oak Park. Thinking on everything that I saw before, expectations are very high right now. Good, no? Oh, these colors are totally my jam. I love it. Wow. So this is the direction that we want to go, but before we have here the National History Museum over here. This is amazing because if you have only one day in a city and you want to take the most of it, it doesn't usually happen that you can do 80% of the stuff in one day. So props to Bishkek, guys. So we got here to Alatu Square and there is so much going on here with water. Look at this. Oh, so many layers of water. Oh, what a beautiful place to hang out, guys. If I ever live here, this would be the spot where I would like to meet people. You can feel the sparkles of the water coming to me. This is great. We have walked a little bit over 12 kilometers already. If you see, I was generally very, very far from the city center. Well, generally. No quiero morir. Well, guys, we were quite far from the city center and still we have just walked 12 kilometers today and we have done most of the touristic attractions that are on the east side. I said before that the Oak Bar was the biggest one, but I am wrong. I look at the map and there's one that looks like 20 times bigger. We're gonna leave that for another day, guys, because I am a little bit tired and we still have 40 minutes walk until we reach my hostel. Once I researched a little bit, I noticed that there are much more things to do, but if I had only one day in Bishkek and I would have done this, I would be generally satisfied. It is beautiful and it felt quite cultural. Although this way of traveling is kind of the jack of trades. There's a little bit of everything, but not too much of anything. And I keep walking west until I get to my place. And I'm gonna drop the video here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel. See you later.